Let's see what Stevie and James the bloke chose to put up to draw people to their podcast just hours ago.
Here it is.
Let's see. Oh my God.
Hey.
What a good choice. That's not, there you go. There you go, James.
Rob Van Dam!
One of a Kind with Rob Van Dam is recorded in front of a live studio audience.
So thank you for showing me the clip of Stevie Richards and the bloke James, because I looked at that and so Stevie starts out saying that post leaves some interpretation.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
You want me to play that clip?
Sure.
Okay, so here it is.
Let's do
this is the beginning of their clip that they did on Rob, and the title of it was "RVD is so wrong" or something like that. Here it is.
Like, is that something to like promote his podcast and say, listen to what I have to say? But so far I got Rogers back with no explanation in the tweet. And then when he did it, I watched maybe about 10 minutes of it. I wasn't quite sure outside of the basic thinker thing. I mean, I'm thinking about it pretty basically. Like Chael Sonnen says, it's an overcomplicated issue, which is kind of, connected to this way of thinking. And I'm thinking, it's pretty basic. It's not complicated to me. And there's this weird, like I said, this weird Stockholm syndrome in the professional wrestling world to do that. Is Rob friends with Rikishi? Is this a way to protect Rikishi as well? Because we have Mark Henry talking about this as well. I don't know. And I asked the question once again. When I'm looking at Rob or listening to Rob, watching him for 10 minutes, or even the Chael Sonnen video or the Mark Henry, and I'm like, what am I missing? What am I getting wrong here? I watched the same video they did. As a matter of fact, we watched some of the live stream before and after. We watched the thing during the day. I think we have complete context on what happened. So what's missing here? Please let us know. I don't know.
All right. Rob, that's
So first off, what is RVD wrong about? Because if you don't know, if you haven't got taught in school, there's a difference between facts and opinions. And when it comes to opinions, nobody's wrong. And is that what we're talking about here? Is that what everyone is up in arms about, an opinion? So here's the thing. I don't know if we need to play James talking about the basic thinkers, but
I was going to play that in a little bit. But if you want to elaborate on anything of regards,
okay. So here's the thing. So far, Stevie has said, "What are we missing?" What am I saying that they're missing something?
I don't know. That's what I'm confused about, Rob, because it sounds like a lot of what you said last week, like you're echoing what they're saying. Like I listened, like I even talked about last week on the podcast, like Stevie was saying, like it's an ecoscape of, a weird environment pro wrestling is. And so I was agreeing with him. And then like what you basically laid out was like, you understood why Raja, who was not in the right state of mind, got to the point of where he got to in the ring to do something as heinous as that. And it's not defending him. It's just saying how he got there, how he got from point A to point B. And I completely understood that. But everybody is making it seem like you're defending him or like you're not backing the wrestler. You're not backing Stu. And that's not the case at all. Like,
and that's my point, by the way, with basic thinkers. Somebody tell James, because he obviously doesn't watch the show, or he would know. I talk about basic thinkers.
Oh, Rob, he only watched 8 minutes of the clip.
Yeah, right. That's all I can handle. That's all I can handle. But the point that I wanted to make was I talk about basic thinkers. I know these people. They can only have one thought in their mind at one time, like my dogs. I don't think they can choose to think about something other than what they're thinking about. And when you're in the car with them, and I use this example, James, and they're driving and some car goes zooming by on the road, they'll say, "Whoa, what the fuck is that guy in such a hurry for? We should box him in. See how he likes that." And what I'm thinking is, there's a reason. I wonder why he is in such a hurry. You know, does he got it? Is he trying to make a good time on a long trip? Is he having a baby? Whatever the fuck. If it's over something you made up in your head, like you think that I said there's nothing wrong with what this guy did, and I'm condoning it, and whoa, I never said that. Those aren't my feelings. The only way you could come up with that is if you're a basic thinker and you jumped at your first interpretation and said, boom, whoa, RVD just said he's got this guy's back all the way. I didn't even say that. I said I had it so far. Also, we talked about Stevie, right? Stevie and the bloke, James.
I have more clips of them too.
Do you have where they're talking about me using that to try to draw attention to the podcast?
Yes, I do.
Show that and then show that thumbnail that they're using instead of
okay. So I'll play the video first and then I'll show the thumbnail you have.
Okay, thanks.
So here it is.
I don't know. I want to know why he said he got Rogers back. That's the explanation I don't quite.
Do you think this is
have in
engagement
it.
farming, and just a really?
So that's what I mean. Was it a hook to
Stop.
have you?
I do you want me to?
No, I was making fun of the way he talks. No,
Oh yeah. Oh okay. I thought you wanted me to stop it. But that's Rob. When I texted you, the bloke pissed me off. This is when he pissed me off.
Watch his show? It's a real question.
When I
Rob's not the type of person that I would know to do the rage bait, or the people that want to watch an RVD podcast or follow Rob Van Dam don't need a hook or a bait or a tease or something controversial. That people just, in that vein before this, people just love Rob and love his take on stuff, and they'll subscribe and watch his show. That's why I don't understand why he would tweet something like that to get people to watch, if that's what you're saying.
When I watched everything, and when I say that I have his back, I'm not saying I'm going to stand back to back and fight a crowd of effing million people that are trying to lynch him. What I'm saying is I see the pathway that he took.
you
that
can
led to
cut
what
it
happened.
anytime, dude.
Okay. So there it is.
So, but I just want to make a point. Like I said before, did I post that to let people know that I wanted to talk about it on the show in case they're interested? Yes, I did. Obviously, you know, I don't get the crime there, but bloke is saying, do I not really feel like I see it a different way, but in fact, did I just say that for clickbait or whatever, right? I just showed you a picture of Stu, new picture that's up. He's smiling. It's been up all day. You've probably already seen it a bunch of times. He looks great. It's a very positive thing for us to see, right? Let's see what Stevie and James the bloke chose to put up to draw people to their podcast just hours ago.
Here it is.
Let's see. Oh my God.
Hey.
What a good choice. That's not, there you go. There you go, James. Show him dying. There's so many videos that say even worse than you think. And obviously they know how to jump on those trends. And that's part of the reason they get really big hits. But come on, look what they choose to show. And I'm showing you that the guy's doing better and smiling and showing you a positive fucking vibe. So and anyway, this is the pot calling the kettle black. This is the reference he doesn't get, where I said it's like JR was calling Vince ugly because Katie was like, that's funny that, you know, that he says Vince looks so rough because look at him. And I said, well, you know, one doesn't have anything to do with the other, right? That's why he says that's the pot calling the kettle black, because he realizes if you're a basic thinker, you're going to think of it that way. And you're, you know, and instead of realizing that what he has to say stands on its own, regardless of who's saying it, right? In that opinion, the guy's a commentator. That's what he does.
Seth has another one here. Thanks for the $20, Seth. Dang, man, you're the man. Stevie Richards is a worker, so he can say his piece, but maybe he should start with a thanks for the house. His little co-host needs to pick a hand, though. He's just grifting off the bids to begin with. He has no standing.
I have noticed the bloke's head growing bigger and bigger last few months. You know, he's mentioning his name more, and more and more, and having more clips of just him talking in between. I've just had this thought and thought I'd bring it to you immediately. You know, but good for him, because he should be. He's successful. And I like his delivery and shit, but that don't make that not true.
That don't make it not true. Yeah, that's right. He does have his own channel now by himself. I did see that.
Oh, he does. Okay,
Yes, he does. He has.
I didn't know that.
Mm-hmm.
Not surprised.
Mm-hmm. Yep. So there we go. Yeah, I was not happy with him today. The Dark Knight Returns, $10. Thank you.
Was it because he had an opinion that was different than yours?
No, it was the fact that he was kind of implying that you were grifting, and he grifts all the time. So
Oh. I like that thumbnail one. They got it. They AI fucking photo of a guy rolling out of bed, dying on his way to the floor. And newest update. And but we're seeing this picture all day of him smiling, doing the thumbs in the back, jumping rope.
And it's like they make the thumbnails, they make the clips, and then they're throwing it back at us saying we're doing stuff.
Could I just ask, like, are
Yeah.
you talking about James?
Yes, James.
Yeah, we are.
Why do you think he's a grifter? Just out of curiosity.
I think that he puts on a lot of his stuff, and like he completely he works with Dutch, he works with Stevie, he does his own thing, he does the wrestling YouTube shoot interviews. He did an interview with RVD, and instead of giving Rob the benefit of a doubt of saying like, "Oh, I interviewed this guy," like he said something weird on X, instead he goes back and listens to it and then decides to trash Rob for it. I just don't think he's very sincere. I don't believe that he's very authentic in how he handles himself. He's successful, good for him, and everything to that effect. But I just don't get a good vibe off.
Okay.
Wow, that's a good thing you got all that pent up anger out before you attack somebody.
Thanks.
Yeah, damn.
The Dark Knight Returns. Oh man, summer is coming to an end, but that means fall is around the bend. And that means college football, that means pro football, that also means wrestling is still going on too. And particularly this weekend, we got Clash in Paris with WWE. And man, what a setup it is too. We got some odds for you here with MyBookie. You go to mybookie.ag, use promo code RVD. You get you make a little cash deposit. You get some added cash in your deposit that you can bet with. So some of the WWE specials that are going on this week. We've got the Tribal Chief versus the Tribal Thief. That's Roman Reigns and going up against Bronson Reed. Roman Reigns is the heavy favorite here, minus 650. So if you wanted to take a little bit of a gamble, you could bet Bronson Reed plus 375. We have the World Heavyweight Championship match as well. That includes Seth Rollins, LA Knight, CM Punk, and Jey Uso. Seth Rollins, the very heavy favorite to win this one, a minus 2,500. So be on the lookout for that. We also have a singles match. It's John Cena versus Logan Paul. John Cena, the heavy favorite in this one as well, minus 800. Now, if you're looking for a little bit of a coin toss, who could maybe do what? You got to look at the good old-fashioned Donnybrook match. That's Rusev. That is Sheamus. Sheamus is a bit of an underdog at plus 120. So if you have confidence that Sheamus could pull out the win here, maybe throw a little deposit that way. So yes, you deposit cash with mybookie.ag. Use promo code RVD. Once you do that, I think it's a minimum deposit of $45. You get a little extra cash back in there that you can gamble with as well. So do it to it. Go to mybookie.ag and use promo code RVD and get that added incentive for MyBookie this weekend. WWE Clash at Paris. Check it out. Boy, summertime is here. You know that song, Mungo Jerry, in the summertime when the weather is hot? You can fit right in. Well, hey, guess what? You can fit right into a pair of perfect jeans. The perfect jean. Look at these babies. These are my favorite pair of jeans, and I am not lying. I do have pants on, by the way. I'm just showing these for the flair of it all. And I don't mean Rick. But yes, the perfect jean is awesome. I love their product. Seriously, no joke. This is the shoot. It is straight up my favorite pair of jeans I own. I want to get more. I need to get more. And hey, I can help you guys and gals get a little bit more too. So for a limited time, our listeners get 15% off their first order plus free shipping at theperfectjean.nyc or Google The Perfect Jean and use code RVD15 for 15% off. However you get there, but be sure to use code RVD15 at checkout to save 15% site-wide and stay perfect. The nice thing about these jeans, they're so high quality that you get free shipping. You get free exchanges. If the size doesn't fit, you must return, right? So use it. You seriously will not be disappointed, and you will be like, I kind of need to get a couple more pairs because these are great. No joke, I wear them anytime. If I'm going out on a date, boom, perfect jean on there. If I'm doing anything, want to look nice, gotta wear the perfect jean. I'm gonna have an audition here in August, beginning of August, Little Shop of Horrors, and you better believe I'll be wearing that pair of perfect jeans to help me feel confident and get ready to sing "Oh Suddenly Seymour" to the best of my ability. So it's finally time to stop crushing your balls in uncomfortable jeans by going to theperfectjean.nyc. Our listeners get 15% off their first order plus free shipping, free returns, and free exchanges when you use code RVD15 at checkout. That's 15% off for new customers at theperfectjean.nyc with promo code RVD15. After you purchase, they'll ask you where you heard about them. Please support our show and tell them that One of a Kind sent you. Fuck your khakis and get the perfect jean, all right?